Hey Ernest, just looking at your dialogue animation that you put together. So I see you got a wave file down on the bottom. And the file started where it was framed nice and close, which I assume is what your intention was. The first thing I do is make sure there's a camera in your scene, so that way you don't. That way I know the framing you're going for. Um, so there's a tutorial up online on how to do it, but I'll just do it in this video because it's super easy. I'll make a camera. You can always Google how to make cameras in Maya, and then here, panel perspective camera. I'm just gonna move the camera around, and then you can decide like, hey, do I want the guy to be looking off the screen like this? Probably something like this, and you can pick your own framing, however you want to do it. You can see the borders of the frame when you render the scene. It'll kind of cut it off so frames like this. Then you could even have one scene, that's just the polygons, and one that's. I think we want to go a little tighter based on your reference. My guess is it's supposed to be more zoomed in. This maybe, who knows? So yeah, and it's helpful for me to, if you pick the camera you liked, you could keep this one. It's cool. The next thing I noticed is the head kind of slowly rolls through the whole thing. Don't know if that's on purpose. It's not in this reference. The chest might be sliding here a little. I don't know if it was on purpose. And then you were also using this game reference. What's happening in the acting cues in this game reference I recommend using in your piece to kind of spice it up. You don't have to. But you could go like, how do you know my name? Let's see. So it goes, if I'm looking, it's hard to reproduce on the camera. Yeah, I think it's this way. How do you know my name? Or maybe it's this way. How do you know my name? And his head's kind of turned this way. And then I want to look that way. Other way. Yeah, I think it's like, how do you know my name? Or maybe it's this way. How do you know my name? Not really sure. How do you know my name? But he's kind of doing one of these, like, how do you know my name? Like that head gesture. So if your reference here, if it looks like you're doing this just to get how the lips move, which is cool, but there's not a lot of acting going on. I think you're just trying to match the lip sync, which is helpful for lip sync. But more importantly, in scenes, like what makes this scene work is he's kind of leaning back, and he's like, how do you know my name? It's like, how do you know my name? Like some sort of acting cue, gesture, if it were. So what's in here now, I don't know what you're trying to accomplish because it's not in either reference. So I would shoot reference of whatever gesture you want to do. Or you could try and match the game, which you would just kind of angle the eyes in a different way. Also, in your animation, you're going happy, and then he's like kind of angry, and then he's like, how do you know my name? So we need that in your reference. So that's not happening in here either, because he's kind of that way the whole time. He's kind of like, oh, he does like a head. His mouth's open, and then he kind of does, his mouth closes and he thinks. So there's like 1,000, 2, 1,000. So there's like 3 seconds of him thinking before he says, "How do you know my name?" And then in your reference, you're not going happy and then how do you know my name? So I think I need to see reference of what you're trying to accomplish here, and then we'll figure out how to make that a reality. So yeah, that's it. That's what you do next. Grab reference, act the scene out. Get some good reference of how you want to do it. Then try and match whatever reference you got, and then I'll help you match that reference. That'll help this scene quite a bit, and it'll help like dictate where to go from here, and also throw in a camera. All right, cool, dude. See you later.